You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Cars parked in a locked underground garage weren't safe from whoever targeted them overnight. Windows were smashed on at least 20 and likely many more, leaving people who live there to clean up the mess. And police are looking for some answers. It happened at Stone Creek Gardens apartment complex at County Highway PD. That's McKee Road at Maple Grove Drive on Madison's west side. And that's where we find our Brad Hamilton, who has more on this developing story. Brad.
Well, when we got here this morning, it was quite the scene to see. I mean, you saw so much shattered glass everywhere, windows broke in, and we actually got to speak with a man who unfortunately was one of the victims, and he shared his frustration with this spree of crime. Spencer Dunlap had no choice but to walk over shattered glass this morning, making trips back and forth outside his west side apartment to clean up the mess that was left behind by thieves.
Come on, you know, I mean, I didn't really think anything. I was just like, that sucks.
Dunlap was one of at least 20 people, according to Madison police, whose cars were the targets of a group of young people overnight. Dunlap says the group stole a pair of expensive sunglasses and his garage opener.
If it was just my car broken into, then I guess I had something laying out that looked valuable. But I mean, it's like literally, I mean, everyone is out here at their cars this morning.
Officers went to Stone Creek Garden Apartments at around 2:30 a.m. and they found that cars parked outside were damaged, but also some underground in garages. Officer Mike Malloy called this string of crimes extremely unusual for this area.
This escalation to breaking the windows is definitely, especially in these numbers, is something that is new to the Madison area.
Stone Creek Garden Management told me today that they estimate the total of damage is actually greater than the confirmed number that we have right now, believing that 35 cars in total were damaged.
We are on it and we do care. This is not something that happens regularly. Even though, you know, it can happen anywhere, we are sad that it has happened here, and unfortunately just the minds of some people and what they will do and go to for fun, it is very unfortunate.
And in talking with management, they believe that these thieves were able to get into that underground parking because they were able to steal those garage openers. Now, again, if you remember the victim that we talked to, he had his garage door opener. He actually had found that out or was realizing that as I was talking to him before our interview. It was pretty surreal. Reporting live in Madison tonight, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
Brad, thank you. New information tonight. This woman is in the Dane County Jail following a fatal stabbing in Fitchburg over the weekend. Police say 33-year-old Kanaya Quinn is being held in the jail on a tentative charge of first-degree intentional homicide. The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office says 62-year-old Fred Edwards Jr. of Fitchburg was stabbed to death. Officials say he was found bleeding early Saturday morning in a hallway in the 2000 block of Greenway Cross. He was taken to a local hospital where he died.
They were students, athletes, friends, all heavily involved in making their schools a better place. And tonight, we're getting a better understanding of who the 3 young men killed in a crash were.
It's a difficult week for students in Madison and Middleton, where that district hopes its ongoing homecoming week and the plans there will act as a source of comfort. Talil Moeddin spoke with some students who knew the boys. Talil?
Jack Miller, Evan Cradwell, and Simon Balesi. Those are the names the students I spoke with never want to forget. At the crash site along Mineral Point Road, west of town today, I saw a constant stream of students, parents, and even neighbors taking a moment to remember, share stories, and offer support. Among them was Middleton senior Logan Raffle, who grew up with Evan Cradwell and got to know Miller and Balesi too.
You're a genuine person, and what you strive to be and strive to always, when you meet them, it's just like they bring a smile to you.
Middleton schools today told us Miller was involved in student council and was the soccer team's goalie. Cradwell was a member of the cross-country team. Balesi played soccer for Madison West and volunteered for programs around the city. They remember Simon for his big smile, creativity, and passion. Madison West is honoring Balesi tonight at their game against Beloit with a minute of applause at the 13-minute mark, a nod to his jersey number.
Talil, thank you. In other news, human remains found in a suitcase in Chippewa County are confirmed to be of a Reedsburg woman missing since last year. The Chippewa County Sheriff's Office confirmed those remains were that of 25-year-old Rosalie Cindy Chavaria Rodriguez of Reedsburg. Her remains were found in a suitcase in the town of Wheaton in Chippewa County last year. The native of Peru was living in Reedsburg, working in the Dells in July of 2020 when she was reported missing. Authorities said they had a person of interest and plan to release more information later on.
The driver of a car was sent to the hospital last night after crashing into a light post in Sun Prairie. Firefighters say a multi-vehicle crash happened last night at Columbus and Main Streets. A driver hit a light post and damaged a building. That person was extricated from the car and sent to the hospital. Another vehicle was involved in the crash, but 2 people who were in that vehicle were cleared at the scene. Witnesses say the car was on the sidewalk before crashing into the light post. The building that was damaged was deemed safe by firefighters. The crash is still under investigation.
A judge has declined to dismiss a weapons charge against an Illinois man accused of shooting 3 people during a protest against police brutality in Wisconsin last year. Prosecutors charged Kyle Rittenhouse with homicide and other crimes, including being a minor in possession of a firearm after he killed 2 men and wounded a third during the August 2020 protest in Kenosha. Rittenhouse, 17 at the time, has said he acted in self-defense. Today, his attorneys asked Judge Bruce Schroeder to throw out the firearm charge, arguing that it only applies if the minor is carrying a short-barreled rifle. Rittenhouse used an AR-style semi-automatic rifle. Schroeder refused to dismiss the charge, but said he may reconsider.
Cloudy and mild on this Tuesday, and we could see some scattered showers later this week. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, Susan, those temperatures are going to stay above normal. Look for highs to be mainly in the 70s all the way through the middle and latter part of next week. Visible cloud track shows plenty of clouds across southern Wisconsin. They've actually been drifting back toward the west, but farther out to the west, there's been more sunshine and temperatures have been warmer there. But you can see, even with all those clouds, almost no rain falling from those clouds. It's been a cloudy and gloomy day today across southern Wisconsin. But those clouds held temperatures up last night. We only dropped to a low of 61 degrees in Madison. That's not too far from what our average high temperature is this time of year. High temperatures did make it up to near 70. Madison made it to 69 so far. A few places hit the 70-degree mark out to the west. And right now, temperatures are in the upper 60s to around the 70-degree mark. Look for cloudy skies tonight, maybe some patchy fog. Low temperatures dropping to around 58. Not expecting any rain tonight or tomorrow during the day with a high of 74, but we'll see better chances for showers and thunderstorms by tomorrow night. I'll have more details in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. Johnson & Johnson asking the Food and Drug Administration to approve its COVID-19 booster shot. J&J hasn't asked for a specific time interval to administer the booster. Instead, the company submitted data sets showing a second shot boosts immunity to 94% when given 2 months after that first dose and boosts immune response 12-fold when given at 6 months. J&J says protection from its vaccine remains stable over time.
Meanwhile, AstraZeneca has filed for emergency use authorization in the U.S. for its COVID-19 antibody therapy. The company says it prevents symptomatic COVID-19, particularly among those who don't get an immune response from vaccination. Based on its trials, the drug reduced the risk of symptoms by 77%. More data on the treatment is expected later this year.
A new report found in a 5-month period, COVID-19 vaccines saved tens of thousands of elderly lives. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services published the report today. Researchers looked at Medicare beneficiaries between January and May of this year and found vaccinations were linked to a reduction in about 39,000 deaths during just that time frame. Researchers also say vaccines prevented about 265,000 new COVID cases and 107,000 hospitalizations. In Wisconsin, 54% of the state's population is now fully vaccinated, while nearly 57% have had at least 1 dose, and a slight increase in Dane County. 71.2% of the population has completed the vaccine series.
Well, it would be tough for any business to operate with 1/5 of its staff. Restaurants in and around Madison are dealing with twice as many vacancies. Christina Laurie talked to the Wisconsin Restaurant Association President Christine Hilmer about this troubling trend and how you can help.
If you've gone out to eat lately, you've probably noticed a few changes: shorter hours, smaller menus, and higher prices. Those are just a few of the ways local restaurants are fighting to survive another long winter ahead.
In Dane County alone, we lost 44% of our workforce. Statewide, we lost 22% of our workforce.
Staff shortages are double the statewide trend here in Dane County, according to Wisconsin Restaurant Association President Christine Hilmer. Data from the National Restaurant Association shows hiring is a problem pretty much everywhere. Cooks, line cooks, managers, and bartenders are the hardest positions to fill in restaurants nationwide for one main reason. Workers are leaving the industry, looking for higher pay, a more consistent schedule, and consistent income. Here in Madison, Food Fight Restaurant Group, which owns 19 local businesses, says its main struggle is a little different.
We've linked ours much more to like geographic trends in the city. So if you are centrally located downtown on convenient bus lines or near campus, staffing seems to be a lot easier.
Managing partner Jordan Bright says there is good news, though. In the last week to 2 months, restaurants have been successfully hiring more workers. Many businesses are still understaffed, so you might notice slower service and staff that is there stretched really thin. Be kind, be patient, and realize it's not your server's fault, so please continue to tip well. Reporting in Madison, 4 News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
Thank you, Christina. And ahead at 6, we'll hear more about why some of Madison's biggest restaurants are no longer cutting their menus.
Meanwhile, Governor Evers announced $75 million in grants to support businesses impacted by the pandemic. The $75 million investment announced today will be split into 2 programs. Half will go to the Diverse Business Assistant Grant Program, and half will go to the Diverse Business Investment Grant Program.
It's been very difficult for everybody in Wisconsin to get through this pandemic, especially our small businesses, and it's really, really important that we start to view this through an equity lens and make sure that everybody bounces back better.
In addition, Governor Evers today also announced an open application period for the previously announced $50 million Equitable Recovery Grant Program. Grants of up to $1 million will be provided per eligible nonprofit, and applications will be accepted through November 5th. All 3 programs are funded by the Federal American Rescue Plan Act.
A part-time job fair at Madison College is looking to help bring employees to the workforce. The 4-day job fair at Madison's Truax Atrium has 100 employers, including jobs in retail, food service, and manufacturing. The free job fair is open to the public.
The goal is to help students find part-time work, maybe keep a roof over their head while they're in school. So it's just a part-time fair. It's not a professional career fair, but there may be some professional jobs that are there that they could work starting part-time and then move into a full-time realm.
If you missed the job fair today, don't worry, there's another chance tomorrow from 10:30 a.m. until 1:30 in the afternoon at Madison College's Truax Atrium. There will also be a virtual job fair on Thursday.
Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway releasing her 2022 executive operating budget, which focuses on 4 key areas.
The first is ensuring equitable city services to new residents from the town of Madison, innovating on violence prevention and public safety, investing even more in affordable housing, and supporting our diverse city workforce.
Mayor Rhodes Conway says her budget includes a 1.1% increase in property taxes for Madison residents. A whistleblower tells senators Facebook is prioritizing profits over user safety. More from the hearing and how the tech giant is pushing back. That's ahead at 5.
A young family in Milwaukee is questioning the neighborhood where they live. Hear from the family and see the intense security camera footage next hour at 6.
And the ups and downs of the market continue after some big losses Monday. The Dow up more than 311 points today. The Nasdaq jumps 178, and the S&P gains 45. But we'll be right back.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, and over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Join Anytime Fitness for just $1 now through October 12th. Anytime Fitness gives you 24/7 support with expert coaching on all things fitness, nutrition, and everything in between. Now through October 12th, join for just $1. Visit anytimefitness.com today.
I'm home. Daddy! Are you making my favorite? Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Just higher.
Come on, boy. Let's go outside.
Sprinklers protect what fire will destroy. Whether you live in a house or a high-rise, protect it with fire sprinklers. Fire sprinklers buy time. Time buys life. Learn more at firesprinklersbylife.com.
Man City moving. You haven't seen moves like these before.
Coats for Kids needs kid-sized winter coats.
At least 6,000 of them to make sure every child in our area stays warm.
Please help us reach our goal. Donate gently used kid-sized winter coats to Clinky Cleaners.
They'll be cleaned and sent to the Community Action Coalition for distribution.
Don't have a kid's coat to give? Go to Channel 3000 and use the Amazon wish list to donate.
Track our progress on News 3 Now and Magic 98. Then donate to Coats for Kids.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A former Facebook employee turned whistleblower testified before Congress about how she believes the social media platform harms young people. Frances Haugen testified before a Senate subcommittee today about the need for greater oversight and transparency of Facebook. She worked as a product manager on Facebook's civic integrity team, but left the company earlier this year. Haugen told lawmakers Facebook and Instagram use algorithms to target teenagers, exposing them to dangerous content that could help make them develop eating disorders.
Facebook understands that if they want to continue to grow, they have to find new users. And the way they'll do that is by making sure that children establish habits before they have good self-regulation.
By hooking kids.
By hooking kids.
Facebook pushed back against Haugen's testimony in a statement saying they don't agree with her characterization of the many issues she testified about. Facebook says it agrees it's time to create standard rules for the internet and has called on Congress to act.
Let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with the forecast. Gary?
A lot of clouds out there, but not much, if any, in the way of rain. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for mild weather to continue above normal temperatures for the rest of this week and all the way through next week as well. And as we look at the thunderstorm chances, they'll be most likely from Wednesday night through Friday. Saturday, the rain chances go down. In fact, Saturday, it's going to be downright warm with high temperatures around 80 degrees, unseasonably warm for this time of year. Record high on Saturday is 85 degrees, so I don't think we'll get quite that warm. But high-resolution radar, with all the clouds out there, you'd think there'd have to be some rain somewhere. Well, not really seeing it across southern Wisconsin. In fact, much of the upper Midwest, very dry. Even to the south, just a few sprinkles across parts of eastern Illinois and central Indiana. But that whole area is covered with clouds. It's just we're not seeing much in the way of precipitation. And you see this trend on Future Track. It's a mainly east to northeasterly wind near the ground, which is drier. And even though there's clouds aloft, the air near the ground is dry, so that's keeping the rain from forming. But you can see the clouds will stick around through tomorrow. Maybe some breaks in the clouds, allowing temperatures to reach the middle 70s. Then as we get into tomorrow evening, notice the showers and some thunderstorms start to develop to our south south, and west, and those move in here by early Thursday morning. We'll see them off and on Thursday. Again, just like the last couple of bouts of rain, not everybody going to see the rain at any particular time, and there'll be plenty of dry periods as well, so not a complete washout for Thursday or Friday, although again on Friday, still be close enough to this weather system to bring us some showers and thunderstorms. Then we'll dry out for Saturday, and notice out to the west, those winds becoming southerly. That's the warmer air that'll be moving in for Saturday, along with some sunshine. As far as rainfall is concerned, the first batch of rain for tomorrow night into Thursday and Friday, probably around a ½ to 3/4 of an inch of rain over much of southern Wisconsin. Some areas may pick up a little bit more in a heavier thunderstorm. And then we'll see some shower and thunderstorm chances perhaps off and on through next week. You add up all that rain, it's not adding to a lot of rain. By the end of next week, by Thursday, after the passage of a cold front, we're probably still around 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain over southern Wisconsin. The heavier rains are more likely to occur to our north and west, where a stationary front will kind of set up, and there'll be more repeated bouts of showers and thunderstorms to the north and west. But out in the Pacific Ocean, notice the large area of clear skies over the northern Pacific Ocean. The jet stream has pushed up to the north. We're seeing a lot of waves in the pattern. Usually when you see a lot of up and down, north and south movement in the jet stream, you don't see a very rapid change in the overall pattern, and that's what we're seeing right now. That big up wave in the northern branch of the jet stream is keeping that warm air just out to the west of us, and around here we're underneath the clouds on this side of the that wave, and so that's just keeping us cloudy, but temperatures are still milder than normal. And as we check out the temperatures, those temperatures are very mild. Right now we're seeing those much of the upper Midwest in mild conditions, and those temperatures upper 60s, but notice out to the west near 90 over the western Dakotas. For tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 74 degrees, variably cloudy skies, should be dry during the day. Then we'll see some shower and thunderstorm chances tomorrow night into Thursday and Friday. Saturday up to 80, and then some off and on shower and thunderstorm chances, but again, plenty of dry periods next week. Notice those temperatures in the 70s by the end of the week, in the upper 60s, but the average high by then is around 60 degrees. As we check out first warn traffic right now, not seeing too many big problems. Just some delays in the eastbound direction on the belt line between, say, Todd Drive and Fish Hatchery Road. On the eastbound side, just a few minor delays around Monona Drive. As far as travel times are concerned, just slightly elevated times on the belt line in either direction between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, we're looking at about a 25-minute commute from the belt line to Janesville, 16 minutes from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12, and downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue. That'll take you 18 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. The Coast Guard says it may know what caused that oil spill in Southern California. We'll have the latest on the investigation next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This is a Wisconsin Brewmaster. He brews the local craft beer, the beer that washes down the Oktoberfest brat, the brat that pairs with the potato salad that befriends the burger that tastes like victory. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Save today with 11% off everything at Menards. Add comfort to any room of your home with new carpet. It's soft and luxurious and comes with a lifetime stain and fade warranty. Update your home's flooring and get 11% off. Carpet from Marquee Industries. Add style and privacy with blinds and shades from Window Images. Plus, you can get them trimmed to width for free. Right now, all window treatments are 11% off.
Save big money at Menards.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
Why settle for any Medicare plan when you can choose 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plans exclusively from Quartz? starting as low as $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz Cash Card gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Learn more now by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today.
This is a Wisconsin farmer. She grows the locally sourced freshness, the freshness that complements the wild-caught salmon, the salmon that tees up the cheesecake that sweetens every moment. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
President Biden went to a Michigan suburb near Detroit to sell his infrastructure plans to the American people. Vermont Congressman Peter Welch is one of several Democrats who've spoken with the president this week to hash out a way forward on the roughly $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill and a larger social spending measure.
And have to come down on the number. And we may have to come down on the duration, and we may have to come down on the scale.
The new range mentioned by the president is around $2 trillion, down from the original $3.5 trillion, and closer to what was proposed by West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, a key Democratic Senate vote. Meanwhile, Congress has less than 2 weeks to raise the federal debt ceiling, or else the U.S. could run out of money to pay its bills.
Authorities say the pipeline that leaked tens of thousands of gallons of oil into the water off Southern California was split open and apparently dragged along the ocean floor. The Coast Guard says divers determined about 4,000 feet of the pipeline was laterally displaced by about 105 feet. Officials said yesterday they're considering whether a ship's anchor might have caused the oil spill. The Coast Guard says it did not investigate initial reports of the spill for nearly 12 hours because it didn't have enough corroborating evidence. Oil prices are now at their highest level in nearly 7 years. The cost of U.S. crude jumped 1.5% to nearly $79 a barrel today. That is a 62% spike in oil prices so far this year, and a level that has not been seen since November of 2014. Of course, high crude prices mean prices at the pump are going up. As of today, the national average for a gallon of regular gas is $3.20. AAA says that is over $1 more than this time a year ago.
And we're back with a final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment.
It's A1 Furniture's 42nd anniversary sale. Save up to 42% off store-wide. Get 42 months free financing plus tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
How about poor Fred Wilson?
What a shame. So soon after retiring.
I hear his wife needed help with the funeral expenses.
That's ridiculous. He had Social Security.
When my brother died, his wife received a check from Social Security, all right, for $255. The funeral costs were well over $8,000. How on earth did she pay for it? Fortunately, my brother bought additional life insurance before he retired. I bet that cost a pretty penny, huh? Not with Colonial Penn. Coverage options start at just $9.95 a month. Well, less than 35 cents a day. I have it myself.
We both do.
Both of you?
That's right. Neither of us had to answer any health questions or take a physical exam. In fact, no one our age can be turned down for any health reason.
No one?
Nope.
Is this a plan that offers a lot of protection at first and then reduces it little by little each year?
No. I've had this coverage for years. My benefit never decreases as I get older.
Your rates go up every year, right?
No, not at all.
Friends keep telling friends about guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance from Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. With this coverage, your premium never increases for any reason, and your benefit won't decrease simply because you grow older. Options start at just $9.95 a month. If you're age 50 to 85, you cannot be turned down because of your health. Colonial Penn specializes in protection for mature men and women. To find out more, call now.
Call now and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Call 1-800-797-8989 for your free information and free gift. That's 1-800-797-8989. There's no risk. That number again is 1-800-797-8989. 1-800-797-8989. Call now.
Squeaky, creaky, leaky entry doors from big box stores should be ignored. Scott the window guy does entry doors. He can do yours and so much more.
We do entry doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
A1 Furniture's 42nd anniversary sale. Save up to 42% off name brand mattresses and get 42 months free financing plus tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. Bombshell testimony. Facebook's whistleblower says the social media site is like a cigarette for kids, leading kids towards eating disorder content. Plus, a stunning report. COVID is now the leading cause of death for our nation's police officers. Why so many are unvaccinated. We'll have all that and more news tonight. The CBS Evening News now just minutes away.
Well, let's go back to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
A lot of clouds out there, but no rain. There's the live view from the Edgewater Skycam. Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville at least shows a few breaks in the clouds there. Otherwise, temperatures are in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. Look for a low tonight of about 59 here in Madison. High tomorrow 74. Maybe a little more sunshine than today. Then some showers and thunderstorms Thursday and Friday. 80 on Saturday and mild for next week.
All right, Gary. CBS Evening News is next, and we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6.